Hey guys, it's Amanda, and this is Random Talks with Amanda podcast. I am not gonna take much of your time today. I'm just doing this podcast for two reasons. The first reason is it's been a while since I did my first podcast, and I wanted to do another one. But these last couple of months have been a roller coaster, to say the least. For those who don't know, I'm Lebanese and I live in Lebanon, and there's a full war right now here in Lebanon. Thankfully, I'm safe. My family is safe. We're in a safe place for now. And I still have a roof over my head. I still have a car to go wherever I want. I still have my job. I still have my income. So, yeah, a lot of things to be grateful for. But also, yeah, things haven't been easy. The second reason why I'm doing this podcast is because I want to document, in a way, this feeling and this mental state where I am right now. Because even though there is chaos all around, I still have that kind of that inner peace, and I want to keep this feeling and to remember this feeling, to remember how I am handling things, to remember how I can be composed in a way, how I can be well behaved, how I can have hope and self confidence and finding joy in the middle of craziness of the world. And the thing that I want to talk most about in this podcast is curiosity. I'm sure you've heard a million times before and a thousand places to have hope, and that hope will get you far in life, and that there's always something better coming along, and God's rejection is God's redirection. And if the universe is telling you no to something, then it's gonna bring you something better. And all of this stuff were like, and it's right, I agree with it. I really do. I agree that no matter how things seem to go bad, they can always, and they will always go good again, and even sometimes better. So it's really important to have hope, to never lose hope. But I think there's one thing that is more important than hope, which is curiosity. Because I mean, let's be real, we can't always uh be sure that things are gonna get better. We can't always have that like deep within us. Maybe we would say, yeah, things better are coming our way, but deep down we can't really see it. We can't see how this bad situation is gonna turn into something good. So we don't always have hope, but we can always have curiosity, like I'm curious how things are gonna turn out. Even though, oh, okay, a bad thing happens into my life. All right, now what? I'm curious to see what will happen and what will turn out, how this is gonna affect my future, or how it will turn out to be just a small event that didn't actually matter. I'm curious to see if it's gonna turn more things into life, and it's gonna get more bad, or it's gonna get better, or it's gonna become neutral. I'm curious. And curiosity has really put me far and has put me here. I survived everything that I've been through till now. I think curiosity has a big way of helping me see things differently, you know? Because, well, yeah, I can recall and remember everything that bad that happened, or everything that went wrong, and every mistake and every bad circumstance. And I can recall it all, and yet I survived. You know, I'm here, I'm still living, I survived, and I lived a lot of good things too, despite of all of it, and even after all of it. So yes, things do get better, and they may get worse again, then they get better. That's life, you know, it's ups and downs. But it's really to have this curiosity, it's making me live life differently. And it's really making the bad days that I go through a lot better to go through, if you know what I mean. You know, it's I can go through them right now with more ease. It's easier to go through life's difficulties when you are curious about life, when you just have this I don't know how to describe it, but this feeling and this energy alive inside of you that just doesn't want to die, that doesn't want to give up, and that just want to see how it will survive the next day. So I really want to talk about this and to share this with you, because I really find it amazing, and to tell you that even if you don't have hope right now, even if you can't see how things are gonna turn to the turn to the best or be better, but you know, don't lose this curiosity that you have. Don't lose this love for discovering. Kids have that. You know, kids have that curiosity, and they want to discover everything they see and touch and hear, and they all these why questions that they ask, and wanting to discover everything, even when you tell them like, no, don't do this, they have to go and do it and find out for themselves, because they have this curiosity and this love for life and love for adventure and love for discovering. And you know, that's the thing that I wanted to share with you in this podcast, is always be curious about life. You know, always be curious about how things is gonna turn out. I don't know if I mentioned this before. Uh, I've made a video of myself crying on 31 of August 2024, and I have that on my Instagram for now. I don't know if I'll take it down later, but for now I have it. It's me crying and Heike saying that I don't know what I mean, like, God is protecting me from something, and there is a better plan. I know this is for the best, but I can't see it right now. I can't see at all how this is gonna turn out for the better. And I'm just gonna continue this video when it makes sense. Yesterday, 2 November 2024, I finished that video and I posted it, and I said, like, yeah, it makes sense now. You know, and I think it even made sense before yesterday, but I didn't finish it until yesterday because I was like, yeah, I was waiting, like, this is not the end, this isn't over. The ripple is still having its effect, you know what I mean, like the story isn't over yet, but I am definitely, for sure, no matter how this ends, this was for the better. And every 31 of August leaves the room for 1 September. These two dates for me represents a lot, because really the 31 of August was hard, but it was the first time actually that I handled things like this. It was the first time that I broke down, but I didn't break down completely. I still found the power and the ability to get up. And I never had that mentality before, that, oh, okay, this is for my best and things are gonna get well and things are gonna get better. Even if I can see things are gonna get better. I believed that. I really believed that at in that day. And I never ever felt like that before. Every time something bad happens, I feel, oh my god, this is the worst. And I could never see how I could never say it in the right moment. Like, oh, this is gonna be for the better. Like, oh no, I've always been like, I hate my life. I hate this. Why does this keep happening to me? I've always been in the same loop. So 31 of August really means a lot to me, because I really, for the first time, was going through something that I've been a lot of times before, and I feel like I hated this feeling, and I hated that I have to go through this feeling again, and I hated that I am in the same loop again. And it feels like the soup is never gonna end, and I'm not able to see how it's gonna end. I am not able to see how things are gonna become better, but I had this feeling inside of me, and I was so sure that I made a video of it. Things are gonna get better after this is for my best. And so, and I also said that I'm gonna let this thing ruin my day, but I am not gonna let it ruin my life. So I didn't gaslight myself. I didn't deny my feelings. I didn't suppress my feelings. Okay, I'm feeling like shit right now, and I accept that. And I will feel like shit for the rest of the day. I'm gonna give myself that time and permission to break down and to feel sad for a day, but I'm not gonna keep that feeling with me for my whole life, and I'm not gonna let it ruin my whole life and my future for just this inconvenient thing that happened. And so the 1st of September, I gathered my energy and put a smile on my face, and I went and I had fun, and I met new people and I met new friends, which is actually one of the things and one of the ripple that that brought me here. Because if 31 of August went the way that I wanted it to go, I wouldn't have met these people on September 1st. I wouldn't have met uh, and made new friends that I will cherish for the rest of my life, even if they're not gonna be my friends for the rest of my life. But I will always share and appreciate and hold the memories close to my heart with these people. And I will always be grateful that I met them and for the time that I got to spend with them. So every 31 of August opens the door for September 1. They may not be this much close. They may not be 2 days apart, but they could be. They could be. But trust me, like everything that's happens in your life, you will learn. You either will learn from it. Of course, you will learn a lot from it, and it's just in the way that you see it. So a mistake can happen, and maybe you can repeat it again and again and again, or just always hate yourself for making that mistake, or you can see it as an opportunity to learn and to grow and to change. So it's not the things that happen to you, it's how you look at the things that happen to you, and how you react to the things that happen to you, and how you use the things that happen to you to grow and to learn and to be a better human being overall, and to be closer to the person that you want to be. And this is, I don't think I'm gonna say a lot more than this, but just yeah, like curiosity. I was curious about what September 1st is gonna bring into my life, and it turned out that it brought many beautiful things and a beautiful ripple effect that I'm sure will continue to grow. So even when you don't have hope, always, always have curiosity. Because hey, maybe things aren't gonna go for the best, and maybe things aren't gonna get better, but maybe they will, right? Who knows? So let's be curious about it. Let's be curious. Hey, what the hell? Let's see. Let's see how this will turn out. And I love that feeling. It really is um, freeing, and it makes you strong and more confident, and just like I said, it makes the bad days easier to go through. And so I want to share this with you, and I want to keep this recording for me also. Maybe I will come back to it later and see how I evolve. You know, this uh, this is why I do this podcast. So okay, yeah, sure. Maybe I will do them, and someone in the world will come and hear them, and just like I've been inspired by other people, hopefully I can inspire at least one person with things that I say and with the things that I've experienced. But mostly these are for me, you know, for me to get back to, for me to track how I think, and how my perspective is, what is my mental state right now, what are my feelings, what are my thoughts and my patterns, and maybe see how I evolve or how I grow in the future. And this is to track my own progress. And yeah, if you can relate, and if you can take an example, if you can take uh, a moral from my story, that's great. That's a plus, and I really hope you do. So I'm gonna finish this for today. I'm like I said, I'm not gonna take too long of your time. I just yeah, I documented it now. I love this feeling that I have right now, the feeling that I had, and that I'm keeping for now, and I hope that it will last for a while. And just to always go through life's difficulties with this curiosity. It's like, okay, now what? So thank you for listening and for tuning in. I hope I'll see you again not too far in the future. And for now, just enjoy your day or your night, and just be curious about life. Take care.